Start with the first question, Jay. What's more likely to happen on Sunday in the Browns-Raiders game? Deshaun Watson throws for more than 250 yards or less than 150 yards?
This was really hard for me. I thought the numbers were perfect because, quite frankly, I don't think he's going to throw for 250, and I don't think I don't think it's possible that he throws for less than 150. But ultimately,
Yeah.
here I think he's going to throw for over 250, and it stems based on my last comments. I think the Browns are going to get down big and early in this game, and that usually leads to teams doing what? Throwing the football.
Yep.
Now, normally, he hasn't had time to throw the football, but if the Raiders are milking a 14-point lead, they're not going to send 6 and 7 guys. They're going to drop into coverage to keep them from getting burned on big, deep throws. What happens in that case? A lot of completions on the underneath short stuff, and all of that over a course of a game will add up to more than 250. Do I believe in that wholeheartedly? No, but that's the best I got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and he would put me on the rebuttal side, right? So listen, if I tell you to pare down the menu and I want you to run the ball a lot, 150 yards doesn't seem like it's a lot of yards, but if you run the ball for over 150 or 160 yards, then 150 looks like it's something to be talked about. I also think, Deshaun Watson said, I'm not a running back. I hope Kevin Stefanski vetoes that. I think Deshaun Watson, for the Cleveland Browns to win, he's going to have to run the football. We've seen that he's been getting hit a lot during the first part of the season. Guess what? He's been able to get up. He's been on the ground the most, any quarterback. He's been pressured. How's about we take the fight to them?
Right.
I want you to run. I want you to be smart. He's shown that he can use his legs. I think if he gets maybe 50, 60 yards by himself, they rush for another 150. 150 could be something that he can win.
I just want to point out that hell is officially frozen over. Because I'm arguing Deshaun Watson's going to throw for 250 plus,
Right.
and G. Bush is arguing that he's going to throw for under 150.
Yeah, that is the sign of the apocalypse. Yeah,
It's all over, folks.
Yeah.
All right, second, what's more likely on the docket? This one's for you, Bull. What's more likely to happen? The Browns, as a team, rush for 150 or more yards, or the Raiders, who we talked about in the YouTube show, who average 43 yards per game on the ground, rush for more than 75 against this Browns team?
All right, this one's easy for me. It's the Browns rush for more than 150 as a team. The Raiders have the worst run defense in the league. I know the Browns haven't run it great, but I think part of that's because they haven't run it enough. In that second week against Jacksonville, they ran it pretty well. And I think if they commit to the run this week, which I gotta believe they're gonna do, I hope they're gonna do, and I'm not, as you know, usually let's run the ball guy.
Yeah.
But I think this week they need to do it. I think they'll find some pretty enticing holes. They, as you mentioned, against Carolina, Chuba Hubbard's been a nothing running back. He had a huge game against them last week. And I think the combination of four, in fact, I am expecting them to get over 150 yards rushing.
Yeah, I'm going to be quick on this. My rebuttal is I have no rebuttal. I completely agree with everything Bull said. We will go for plus 150.
Yeah.
And it's very likely that the Raiders will go for under 75. So
unless they have, unless they bust
that.
one big run, that's the only way it's gonna happen the other way.
That was good because we were running heavy. G,
All
you got your
I
full
saw
time
that.
now.
I
You
saw
got your
that.
full time for this third one. What is more likely to happen on Sunday? The Browns defense makes Gardner Minshew look like Nathan Peterman, or the Browns defense makes Gardner Minshew look like Josh Allen, like you did last year when he was the Colts quarterback and he torched the Browns defense. What's more likely?
Man, this is crazy. I'm going to have to go with Josh Allen. And the reason I'm going to go with this is because I'm starting to see some warts on this Browns defense. Greg Newsome, hey, listen, man, you're going to have to come up and tackle better. Martin Emerson got turned all the way inside out, upside down against Malik Neighbors. Now, we found out since then Malik Neighbors is one of the best receivers in the league. But to be truthful, there's some things on film, and especially since Myles Garrett is hobbled a little bit, he's going to have his time split a little bit. They might not be able to get to the quarterback. So, to me, I think Gardner Minshew has a pretty good game. He's at home. The Browns are hobbled a little bit. Hopefully they can get, him to throw one of those traditional Josh Allen turnovers. If he wants to throw for 300 but give me 2 turnovers,
We'll take it.
We'll take that.
Yeah. He looked like Josh Allen against us last year.
Yes.
Mike, I mean, you put me in a tough. Nathan Peterman?
Yeah, that's tough.
I had a lot of difficulty picking the 2 quarterbacks.
I think
Couldn't
you
have
should
said like Jacoby Brissett.
How about Uncle Rico from that's who he looks like to
I
me,
mean,
from Napoleon Dynamite.
I'm going to make the argument for Nathan Peterman. The Browns, There's no argument. I mean, they're not going to make him look like. No, all right, here we go. The Browns defense knows that the offense is terrible. The offense is terrible, and the defense has been mediocre. And now you got every knucklehead out there like me saying, well, if Myles Garrett is hobbled, they can't do anything because the rest of the guys on the D-line are a bunch of schlubs. Well, maybe those schlubs will take this personally and say, hey, we are more than just Myles Garrett on this defensive line. We're going to break Gardner Minshew in half. We're going to kick his... You know what?
Remember Zadarius Smith was a playmaker?
He was a playmaker. Maybe JOK makes some big plays behind the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward with a pick six. Let's go.
You know how you motivate him? You promise him a trip to Jan's. That's how you motivate
And you brought it back. That's the callback right there.
We're taking a break.